Boys, we were a bunch of little LA gremlins for a little bit. One day, we decided to do what all Hollywood land folk do. We went to a theme park.
Universal.
Universal Studios. Yeah. Hollywood.
That's what they all do out there.
Yeah. California.
Hollywood, California.
That's what they all do all the time, all the days.
This was nuts. I want to discuss thoughts on this theme park because we spent half of a day there. I know I just pretty much contradicted myself saying a full day, but we spent half a day.
I feel like it was only like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, it was probably
like 4 or 5 hours.
It was not a long time.
Not particularly.
We got there pretty late.
We got there. We got there around dinner time.
It's like 4.
And then we left, and it had like just gotten. It had only been dark for a little bit.
It's like 4 to 9ish. We were there.
If you're gonna go to Universal, you better go for a full day. Those prices are fucking outrageous,
absurd,
insanely priced.
Yeah, I can only imagine trying to take a family of 4.
Compared to our local Cedar Point, it's insane.
Oh yeah.
Cedar Point's like you can get there like $50 for a ticket at most.
So,
probably less.
That's the thing.
Per day.
So I have not been to a genuine theme park like this since I was very young, like 2003 Disney World kind of stuff when I was 6.
Yeah.
I've never even been to Disney World.
God,
what the f?
Moved away from you.
Yeah. So I have not been a privy to the theme park experience, and I think they're cool. But honestly speaking, like for the amount you pay to get into the parks, I think it is a little ridiculous how it's just like you pay to get in, and then when you get in, for the most part, a lot of it is just kind of like, all right, now I'm able to spend even more money.
There's
on
a lot of
food
shops
and
overpriced shirts,
stuff.
overpriced food.
Yeah, it's like you go there and it's pretty much just immediately like gift shops.
This one felt pretty bad about it too. Where
where it's just like, what the f do I do?
The first like 20 buildings are all just like either shops or different like little pop-up food stands.
Yeah, and it's just like it's a cute vibe, you know, seeing like all these themed things.
That, but,
you know, it's cool, but it's like you know what I found very strange was how much of this theme park was like centralized to the Simpsons land.
Yeah, like the main.
It was like a main hub.
The main hub of the entire park. Like, oh, you want to go to Harry Potter World? Well, you got to come through Simpsons Land.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go like on the studio tour? All right, so if you go through Simpsons Land and then you take a left, it's like, oh,
you have to cut through it to get anything.
You want to do anything? Yep, Simpsons Land. It's like you walk in, gift shop row, Simpsons Land, and that's
weirdly central.
And then the rest of the paths branch off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went with.
As a fan of The Simpsons, I was okay with it.
Yeah, I like The Simpsons.
It's fine.
And you know what? It's kind of cool, but it's also like it's a little weird. That it's just like I think their big focus right now is like Nintendo and Harry Potter World.
Right.
So it's just like to have like
those are a little more fleshed out, I think.
Like literally the capital of Universal is basically Simpsons World.
Yeah.
It was a little funny, but yeah, we went with good friends.
Great friends.
Who we've known for a couple of days, but
at this point,
they are very nice and cool people.
At this point, about a couple hours.
Who we've known for the majority of that day.
Yeah.
But good friends.
that whole day was them.
Yep.
But it was a fun time.
It was a great time.
Genuinely an unforgettable experience. We went with Jacob, Alpharad, and Jaden Animations, and Connery Pants.
Oh my god. I love that guy. He's the best.
He was there for a hot minute. But the whole time. Was he on the mummy ride? Did he give up before the mummy ride?
I think he gave up.
He gave up.
He gave up
before
the
the
mummy ride.
Yeah, I think he left
He didn't give up. He just had other things to do.
Which is fair.
I don't think he gives up.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's funnier to say
quit.
he gives up. It's funnier to say he
You
gives up.
son of a bitch! You're telling me my good friend Connery Pants gives up.
He does not give up.
He wouldn't.
I think we got food first.
Yeah, we went to the Krusty
got the
Burger.
Krusty
Burger.
I got the
Krusty
crusty beer.
You did? I got the Duff soda.
Yeah.
Duff
The
soda.
Duff beer, that's what it was.
Okay, so the restaurant itself was playing Simpsons funny moments constantly.
Yeah, but it was only
So
like
loud.
it was only like 10 clips.
It was all food-related Simpsons moments.
Yeah.
They were just like, all right, just play this on repeat.
On every TV there.
For a place that's like designed for you wait in line for food and then you eat like while you're still there. Like they couldn't have picked like a longer compilation. Like it was like
At that point, just play random Simpsons clips. Don't even worry about them being
just
food-related.
play random episodes.
At
Like,
that point,
yeah, who cares? Who cares?
I mean, it's their place. Like, why can't they do that?
Yeah, like pop in like a single DVD from like season 6 or something, like season 6 disc 3 or some shit. I don't care.
Sure.
That's a good one.
That's one of my favorites.
Those have like 8 episodes on them or something. There's no way you'd be there for 8 full episodes worth. So you wouldn't see any repeats. Like
Maybe it's to get people out of there.
It's like they gotta shuffle
It's
people
like,
out.
so there's
I'm
no
sick of these
loitering.
clips.
No loitering. Yeah.
I just paid off my credit card bill, so I saw how much it
Nice.
cost. It was like $20 for. I think I got a little shake with my thing.
You got something else funny. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got something funny.
Oh yeah. I got a shake because it came with a paper straw, which melted with the shake.
Was it supposed to, or is that like
I
just a-
remember. I
a
remember.
bonus
I
It was
remember-
really
I remember
hard to
that
suck
happening.
through.
Oh, I do.
I
Okay.
remember
'Cause, like,
that happening.
It'd be hard to suck through.
It's like,
I mean,
it's
like-
like guys, it's just
I
falling
can't get it
apart.
out.
It's just falling apart.
Yeah, I mean the paper straw, like paper straws with like liquid are still like it gets like soggy after a very quick amount of
Most of
time.
them get a
I don't
job,
fuck with
but
those.
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll
Sometimes there's some hiccups.
it'll get done, but
You don't like it.
no,
Nobody likes a
It
paper
hurts the
straw.
experience a bit.
I'm fine with like
A
little
plastic one.
reusable ones.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Paper ones I think are just are kind of annoying.
It can be.
It's a joke.
Those turtles, I don't want to save them.
Sick joke.
I don't even believe that for a second, too. Show 'em-
Turtles exist?
No, turtles choking on a straw. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you bunching on a straw? It was a baby turtle too. Maybe that wasn't a smart turtle.
Baby
There's a spectrum of
The
turtles.
burger was
just like
pretty
there's
good, by the
a-
way.
Yeah,
burger was
The
good.
burger was
yeah.
pretty
I like
good.
the burger. I just got a
burger was
solid.
good.
I just got basic ass crusty burger.
I think
Yeah.
same.
It was better than In-N-Out.
Yes, it was. Yes,
In-N-Out
it was.
sucked.
It's comparable
I hated
for
it.
sure. It's
I mean,
comparable.
we'll talk about In-N-Out on its own too, but
Yeah, I'm
But yeah,
not.
overall,
no.
crusty burger better than In-N-Out.
I'd say it's comparable.
I mean, I only went once. You heathens went twice, but
Well, we did.
Yeah.
Scott and I.
we'll continue to go.
yeah.
You know, that's a part of our ongoing In-N-Out project. But
yeah, project In-N-Out.
yeah,
Top secret. Top secret.
Figure it out.
the crusty burger wasn't even like unique. It was just like
Just a
fine
burger.
burger.
Nothing
Yeah, no,
special
yeah,
about
it wasn't anything fancy. It wasn't
Just a
anything
very standard
like
burger.
I've
Yeah.
I've
and fries.
like honestly like Red Robin is better. I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah.
like it's
McDonald's.
good. It was passable.
I like McDonald's.
Depends
Yeah.
on the burger.
Well,
Depends on the
this-
McDonald's burger you're getting, I guess.
Yeah,
This did the job.
McDonald's has a bit of a
Double quarter pounder, maybe.
quality wave.
Yeah, standard McDouble, no.
It
Yeah.
always hits for me. I don't know.
Crusty burger and the
There's no
Duff
flavor.
beer,
Duff beer?
the Simpsons beer.
That wasn't my favorite flavor of beer. I'll be honest. I need a lighter beer than that.
Yeah,
I wasn't really feeling alcohol like when we first got there. I was like, yeah, I'll drink later.
Can't relate.
So then, so that like by the time we got to Harry Potter World, I decided, yeah, now's a good time for drinking. But none of the things on there had alcohol in it.
you
I
thought the
was-
butter beer
Oh, I
was
thought one
alcoholic.
did.
I thought the butterbeer did.
It's in the name.
I thought one did.
Yeah, that's why I
Beer
thought
didn't,
so.
but I thought there was a
Uh,
spiked one.
I thought so. Tried ordering it and ended up with a novelty cup.
Which we still
still
have
have
here,
it.
and
It's
it's
in the room,
disgusting now because it's been sitting there for weeks.
It's in the room.
Yeah,
Right there.
after our good friend Krusty Burger,
good friend.
assaulted us, we tried a little one of the little Nintendo food store. So like,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Jacob
really?
said-
like food to food. It was
We need to
Yeah.
double up on the food.
well, Jacob said that like he didn't like the Toadstool Cafe at Nintendo World. He was just
Right.
like, don't even fucking bother with
Which
this.
you couldn't even get in, by the way. 'cause it was
Yeah,
so bad.
it was like,
it was
yeah.
sold out like days in advance.
Yeah, which is
I
crazy.
mean, I'd be down to try that because like
Yeah.
I've seen the food they have there, which is at least like the Krusty Burger is just a fucking burger.
Right.
The Nintendo food is a lot more like themed.
yeah.
Even though like it's not like
Not as good, maybe, taste-wise.
I don't think it's like the Krusty Burger at least is like, oh yeah, it's a burger they serve on The Simpsons. The
Right.
Nintendo food is like, this is food
Yeah.
that's supposed to look
Named-
like
named
Nintendo
after-
things.
Looks like a fire flower.
It's
but-
not like, oh yeah, this is what fucking Luigi eats. It's more so like, this is a burger
everybody-
that looks like
everybody
Luigi's
knows.
mustache.
Right.
But at the very least, it's like, oh, that's kind of, it's
That's
cool.
kinda
That's
you
more
know?
impressive than the
I will say
burger.
that the fire flower pretzel at that snack place did kind of hit. That
Yeah,
was
so
pretty good.
that's what we got. We got a fire flower pretzel
And
and
drinks as well.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a funny little drink.
some
Yeah.
like sparkling
There's
kind of.
sparkling
Yeah,
little
where, like,
fuzzily,
fizzy
like little,
and-
Yeah, you
little boba balls kind of in there.
drop it in there.
and you
You
add
spin it.
and you add
Yeah.
the little candy that looks like the power ups. I got
Yeah.
the star.
I got the fire flower one.
I think I got that one
I think you
too.
did.
I might have gone star. Either way, I mean, it was fine. I'm
It was
just
fine.
I'm
It
not.
wasn't
I'm
worth the
not.
like
It was-
$15 it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it
it
was
wasn't
$15.
worth
God,
15
it
bucks, but
Very
the
expensive for
pretzel,
like this big of a drink.
yeah, the drink was only like yay big. The pretzel was
I-
a decent size, and it
Pretzel
came
didn't
with
have
like
any
every-
salt. It wasn't
Yeah.
salt. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
it
very
was-
sweet.
This is good, and they gave you like every dipping sauce. Like
Yeah, the dipping sauces were nice, but like I really like with pretzels. Like I really like a cinnamon butter kind of like dipping sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Something
I'm a
I
big,
like
I'm
that.
a big nacho cheese guy.
Either one of those for me.
Like
They're
those
pretty
pretzels.
1 and 2 for me as well,
Yeah.
for sure.
I like the cinnamon butter. They didn't have that. That was fine, but
Someone
you know,
else got the calzone. I don't think it was any of us, but someone else got the calzone.
Oh yeah. That
Oh
was,
no, that was at the restaurant after.
no.
No, there was also like a
There was a calzone there.
there was something there. So it was like
Eric-
I remember being like a mushroom. It was like super red. It looked so
Yeah.
like
It's-
like unedible. Like
It did not look right.
It looked bad.
It looked like a meatloaf.
it
it
looked
was
like
like
meatloaf.
weird.
the sparkling little drinks were neat, but that's
Yeah.
it's not
tasty.
not necessarily like
fine.
my thing. I don't really drink pop or anything like
Yeah.
carbonated.
I
So
thought it was. I thought it was good.
yeah, I thought it was. I thought it
Not
was
worth it.
Again, not
price,
worth the
but-
price. Not worth the price, but it was good.
I mean, if you're going to Universal, if you're going to a theme park, I think you have to throw out any. I think you have,
Expectations of quality versus price, like
yeah, I think you have to throw out any notion of value you have.
yeah,
And just be like, I have.
you have to.
You have to save up a bunch of money that you're gonna blow on dumb shit.
Yeah, you got to kind of force yourself to live in the moment and not care. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only way.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun to me at all.
Well, we'll give our final thoughts.
Okay.
I had a good time.
I had a
but-
good
yeah.
time too.
Yeah, I had a good time, but this is just I think like I do understand my opinion on theme parks at least like in Hollywood, because obviously like I think Sam, you're about to go to Orlando.
First time in Orlando.
I think that's gonna be a much
Universal,
bigger, more
Universal
expanded
Florida.
park.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be.
Yeah, the
I was looking at
Florida.
a map of it earlier. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more rides.
Yeah.
I feel like actual like roller coaster areas.
Yeah, because Jacob told us like we pretty much saw the full thing.
Right.
And we were there for like 4 hours.
The vibe, I guess, the Hollywood one's more about being in Hollywood.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
already
that's-
there, and if you
yeah,
have money
like-
to blow,
And it's like, oh, isn't this cool? Look at all the movies you make here.
Yeah.
It's Universal.
Yeah, like
Florida's more of like the let's do some rides.
yeah,
Based
let's
on these movies.
yeah. I think well after
We'll see.
after like our little pretzel endeavor, we went on the studio tour.
Right.
I think.
That was cool.
streaming
Yeah.
live now on Peacock.
Yeah, they were just
God, I wanna
going
get Peacock.
on and on.
Oh, I wish I had Peacock right now.
They were just like, hey, yo,
kept dropping like any chance he had, any opportunity, however small, he would shill out for Peacock.
our good friend Ted, the show, is streaming now on Peacock for
Yeah.
adults only.
Yeah,
They had a statue of Ted.
he did.
Yeah, they did.
He was holding a beer.
Yeah.
And you know what? This also made me realize if you're gonna go to a theme park, like you need to get the fast pass. I
Yeah.
cannot
Oh my god, it was crazy.
Yeah.
fathom. I cannot
Waiting
fathom
in any
doing
of these-
any like this stuff would not be worth sitting in line for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, it would not.
None of it.
No, it would not. Like
Just being like, screw it. Yeah, let's go on the studio tour. That's fine.
Yeah, I
Great.
don't think all fast passes are created equal in their value, but this one is like it saved us so much time.
yeah. It made doing the park in like 4
And it
or 5
wasn't that
hours.
much more
like,
expensive than the base ticket anyways.
That's the thing.
You're already paying hundreds to go,
Yeah,
so
Yeah, it's just
like
like,
a-
it's
like
ridiculous.
like a 4% increase or something. You
Yeah.
get like triple the experience.
Right.
it's just
For that, it
just
makes sense. Like
ridiculous.
it's park by park, but that one was ridiculous.
Yeah, but the studio tour was cool. I thought like elements of it were definitely cooler than others. When they were showing like this is like the building where they shoot this show and this is the
Yeah.
building. I'm kind of like
I figured.
I think
like,
I think as a
from-
kid
from the outside, it's just the same square.
it's just a
Right.
building.
Like, yeah. It's
I'm
like,
like-
that one says 13. That one says 14.
Yeah.
As a kid, I think I would have found that a lot cooler. Now I'm just like, yeah, it's a building.
I figured they filmed it there.
thought
I
it was-
liked it. I like riding around,
Yeah,
looking
that was
at all the
like-
silly
was good.
stuff.
That was
Good time.
cool. You
I
know,
liked all the effects, like the different little effect areas we got to go through.
yeah, they
Those
took
were
us on a
impressive.
little King Kong
Yeah.
little 10-second
There was
ride.
shaking. There was
Oh.
like 2D effect or whatever.
That was epic.
Water effects.
That the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was
That was impressive.
funny.
The
how,
shark?
The shark. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, the Jaws portion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The subway
sure.
station that broke down.
Oh yeah.
The earthquake.
and
That
was
everything
cute.
and all
Those are
that.
impressive. Those are
That was more than cute. That was
Yeah.
sexy. The whole building came down.
Yeah.
those are
I
more-
think-
those are more impressive than I thought that'd be for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like I think if you're gonna go to Universal, you should do the studio tour because
Yeah,
like
it
you
was-
get
that
a
was
little,
good time.
especially if you like movie fun facts and
It's a more
trivia.
unique thing too.
Yeah, because it's like half. I'd say like a third of it has like ride elements where it's just like they take you on a little King Kong
There's
little
a couple.
minute long thing. They
Yeah.
bring you into a tunnel that's like full of a screen, and I thought it was funny because like before they did the little King Kong section, like they had like an interview with like Peter Jackson said, in many regards you can consider this to be a sequel to King Kong, it shows where our character is now, and it's just
a
King Kong
minute
fighting
long.
fucking dinosaurs.
It's a minute-long thing. It's
and like
no
the
dialogue.
The back of the trolley car is like part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Or like when it rolls up. So it's like, okay, so in the sequel to King Kong, there's somebody driving a Universal Studios trolley. Like,
Yeah.
that
It's a little
makes
goofy.
sense.
It was a little cheesy, but it was fun.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
Super
Yeah.
cheesy.
That was like
super
the
cheesy.
only.
This is good.
They give you full ass 3D glasses for the studio tour just for that 1 minute portion of
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
It's like an hour-long ride, and like just that portion is like,
Yeah, that's all you use it for.
hey,
pretty much.
here's 3D glasses, put them on for this sequence. But that was cool, and like they had like I don't know, they took us through
Fast and Furious section.
Fast and
Bunch
Furious
of cool
section.
looking cars.
Bunch
Oh,
of
right.
cars from like movies in general. They had like Bumblebee and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
He didn't transform though.
What I'm talking
Like,
about.
during the-
I-
during
they
the
had
tour,
that
he
right.
didn't.
I think so. I
They
don't.
did,
I don't
think.
remember.
Yeah,
No
yeah, they
DeLorean
did.
though. No DeLorean.
Yeah, they did.
That
No
was
DeLorean.
weird.
Yeah.
Because like Universal is like Back to the Future is like a
Yeah.
Universal thing. They
We went
brought
to the
us
back
through.
lots.
They
Yeah.
brought us through the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, the town of Hill Valley from Back to the Future,
Yeah,
the
where they
actual
shot
set
that.
from that.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Here's our collection of like cars from many
All
of
of
our
our-
movies."
yeah.
There's no DeLorean, which I thought was like, okay, that's
I
interesting.
didn't realize that. That's weird.
Yeah, I thought that was like the car that you would have, but
Right.
you know,
One of
But-
the few.
yeah, they had that. They had like the Psycho house. They had like the section from like one of like Jordan Peele's
Oh, like
movies.
Nope.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. They had
Eh.
some weird part from that.
Which
Yeah.
it
was like a 30-second
like
little
on the
in and out,
on the
but-
preamble thing for it. It kind of confused me because like it wasn't filmed there. Like they
No,
brought
they brought
the
it-
set
Yeah.
to there
Something like that.
for the tour. I'm like,
Something like that.
that just seems like a lot of steps.
Yeah. Like.
For a very modern movie,
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
you know, I think it's good, but it's
Yeah,
also
yeah,
like,
I'm a fan of Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
like I'm.
I don't think it's like that big of like a what?
Yeah.
oh my God, we're here.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to be on the tour, so he,
He did.
Yeah.
probably
He
put
said-
a bunch
he
of
said
effort
that, I
in.
think.
Yeah.
It said in the
Well,
interview.
but-
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
he did literally
that's fine.
say
That's
that
cool.
he wanted to be in there. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
get it, but
I'd
like,
say
how do you
this-
transport some of that stuff? Like, I know you can transport like a building, like one of those oversized loads on like a flatbed or whatever, but like
A lot of flatbeds, I guess.
multiple,
A lot of flatbeds.
They probably
nuts.
took it all apart and put it right back together.
Probably, honestly.
I liked it. It was a nice little experience just to look around, just to chill out, get
Definitely
some
would
fun little
recommend
fun
for sure.
facts, some cool little
Good
ride
shots of LA
elements.
from that little like walking area
Yeah.
right there,
Yeah.
too.
Oh
Really
yeah,
good
yeah.
shots of LA.
Even just the walk, like
the
you got
city.
some beautiful views of the city.
Yeah.
Even giving out a fake Hollywood sign we could get close up to. They had
That's
a fake
true.
Hollywood
That's true.
sign.
We got very close to the fake
Yeah.
one.
And our fun little tour guide was like just chumming us up the whole time.
Very
Not
chummy.
us in particular, but just you
Just
know,
the-
he was
The cars. Yeah.
Animated.
The whole. Yeah.
yeah, he was very animated, and he
Yeah.
told us. And afterwards, I
Really wants to
read,
get Peacock.
I downloaded Peacock and
Yeah.
I watched Ted.
As you should. As you should.
Yeah. Many of you don't know about the the show Bel Air on streaming on Peacock right now, a dramatic retelling of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And then they showed a little thing of Ted. Oh, Jimmy Fallon was hosting the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
fucking thing.
Yeah, he had some
Oh,
little bits.
yes.
He had some little bits in there.
Couple,
Yeah.
funny bits.
He's not really funny
Was
bits.
it
Yeah.
funny?
Classic,
funny, really
classic,
funny,
funny
yeah.
man. I think I got
Jimmy
a,
Fallon.
I think I got a
don't
chuckle
really
out of one of them.
Eric chuckled at one of them, so that's pretty good.
One of the things.
I don't remember.
That
Every
exactly.
time you get a
doesn't
chuckle out
doesn't
of
mean
him.
much.
You don't
That
get a
doesn't
chuckle
mean much.
He's a hard chuckler.
That man lives to chuckle.
I'm a tough nut to crack.
I think we hit up Super Nintendo World
Yeah,
after that.
I think
Yep.
That
we
was
went
epic.
from there
Yep.
to a Nintendo World, which was
Yep.
cool.
It was pretty cool.
It was cool.
Unfortunately, we didn't like spend like a ton of time there. It was kind of like
Yeah, we
we
kinda
we
just
checked it out for a second
Hit
and
the
then
Mario Kart ride.
went to Mario Kart, checked out the gift shop after Mario Kart,
Of course.
Oh yeah.
and then we left
Kinda
that.
booked it,
Yeah.
I don't know how much else there was to do, but yeah, that's all we did.
Yeah, that's just the thing. So like it was definitely very cool
Yeah.
to go there and just kind of look around and be like, oh wow, this is neat.
There were some little spots of people doing stuff, but they didn't look like crazy like
There was, like,
attractions and
There was like those little boxes with the question marks you hit,
Yeah.
and it goes like ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything
Well,
else.
I think you need like don't you need like the
wristband or
little
something?
wristband thing?
I just
for,
saw a
like,
bunch
40
of fucking little punk ass kids doing it. I don't think you need. I think you just go and hit it.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure like you could probably
Maybe
like,
both,
hit
maybe
it
if you-
and it'll make the sound,
Yeah.
but
wristband might do something.
there's a
special, too.
wristband you buy.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
There's a wristband that you buy for
I don't know
like
what it
40
does, but,
bucks.
yeah.
Connects to your phone, and then you can see like how many coins and you collect.
What do you get with the coins?
That's a good question. That's a good question for 40
Well, I
bucks.
forgot
What do you
we
get with
did go to the little gift shop beforehand.
the coins? At the front of the park. yeah.
Honestly, all the gift shop stuff, like they're either incredibly overpriced or fairly priced. Like everything is
Some stuff
around
was fine.
$35.
There was some stuff that was fine, yeah.
So it's just like certain things are like that's ridiculous for $35, and then some things are like that's actually like a fair
That's
thing for
actually
35.
not bad.
There were some fine price things.
Yeah.
It wasn't crazy.
For the most part, that's kind of the general vibe I got. I'm just
Yeah.
not like a huge merchandise guy.
Yeah, I like a T-shirt every now and then or a shirt every now and then, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I want a mug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the theming, like for the Mario Kart ride, like around it. Although that was kind of the double-edged sword of the fast pass because we were just hoofing it through
That line
all
is
of it.
so long. We missed so much of the little
Yeah,
details.
It would have been
there.
90 minutes. It was a 90-minute wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We probably spent
And-
like 20 minutes going from, the start of the line to walking through, and you have to wait a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah,
wait.
because like they still send you out in batches.
Yeah. But yeah, we probably went through it all in like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, went through all that, and yeah, the theming was really cool. Just seeing like all the stuff they have, like all the statues and all
the
the
Bowser-sized desk or whatever.
yeah, all the
But again, it's
attention to detail.
just-
So many little books,
All the
little
way
notes on the walls.
Yeah, I thought the ride itself was pretty damn cool.
It was
Now,
cool.
It was cool.
the second time you do it is not going to be as cool as the
Yeah.
first time.
I would still say must hit.
Yeah, I thought it was neat. I thought the AR goggles worked fairly well.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Yeah, I
Pretty
don't.
well.
It,
Not
it
perfectly,
almost.
but pretty well.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely
like
not
you could still
perfectly.
tell what was, but like I think like if you take the goggles off, you realize like how much cool shit they had to build for this ride.
Yeah.
Like I swear to God, a lot of it is based on Mario Kart 8. So it's just like they have like the ghost, like the Twisted Mansion thing.
but-
They
yeah.
had like the fucking little like
cool.
segment where it's like the fucking like warping carpet
Yeah,
or something. They
yeah.
had that in real life.
Yeah.
That was
Or
cool.
maybe a screen of that. I don't know, but like it looked
you,
real.
But you
Yeah.
couldn't tell really because you were wearing the AR.
Yeah, you have
goggles, and
fucking
you're
Ludwig von
manically-
Koopa
manically looking for
Flying
the
over your head.
Koopaling.
Fucking around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was yeah, I mean it was like a 5-minute ride, and like I thought
If
like
that, yeah, but still.
music was a fun little reference. They had a bunch of stuff going on. I thought like it didn't necessarily feel incredibly like Mario Kart where it's just like it was just like shit flying around.
You're kind
up
of just
here.
looking around for Koopas and pressing the buttons, but
Yeah, and like it's
Shells at
interesting
'em.
because like
Oh, cool.
the direction your head is faced is like
Yeah.
your aim.
right, it's all your like where your eyes are, which is interesting.
Yeah,
So, where you're
so
looking, which is pretty cool.
yeah, that was very interesting, and I think they didn't really have any items other than shells.
Yeah.
Just,
Right.
yeah, it was just shells. I
That's
think.
all it was. You're just hit the Koopalings with shells. The game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would be
But
cool
it
if
was
they
cool.
had.
It was
cute.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they did a little more, like different items and stuff. But for the most part, I thought it was like, yeah, I thought it was a cool thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a fine way to make a Mario Kart little ride attraction
Yeah,
thing.
it makes sense, and like I think a big thing is like, yeah, it's a legitimately like cool ride that like warrants being a ride, and like it still incorporates like elements of the game. It incorporates some screens, but it's also like it's unique enough where it's not like 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 I don't know, like it warrants you going to the park. It warrants trying it out.
Yeah.
I thought it was neat. I bought one thing. I bought a little Universal Mario Kart trophy.
Oh, there
You bought that,
go.
and I bought that.
I
Didn't
bought
get
it.
I forgot about that.
Didn't get the Oscar that
I know you
said
picked it up,
best
but-
top.
Our best bottom.
I didn't get that, no. But I did get this because I was looking at it and I'm like, I kind of like this, but like I'm also like, eh.
It's cute.
Yeah, Jacob flipped a coin for me and I ended up having to get it.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I have it. It's in our little office right there. Yeah, somewhere around here.
Okay.
Somewhere lurking around here.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Money well spent. It's
Yeah.
looking around here somewhere.
Overall, the Nintendo World, we didn't spend like a ton of time there, but I thought it was neat.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, it just feels a little like limited. It's kind of like, the idea of like, oh my God, the Nintendo World, where it's just
Yeah, I
like,
thought it was more of its own thing.
yeah,
than just
where
like a part of a Universal Park.
And
the
for-
Simpsons World is bigger. There's more
Yeah.
stuff going on at the Simpsons
and
World.
for Nintendo World, it was just Mario.
Yeah,
That's true. True too.
They expanded to Donkey Kong in the other parks.
And the Japan one or whatever.
That'd be pretty epic.
Yeah,
a
you
bunch
get a
of
little
monkeys.
minecart ride.
Oh.
You get some banana garbage going on.
What the frick?
Yo, banana garbage.
Yeah, banana garbage,
Banana
Eric.
garbage.
Banana garbage.
Banana garbage. I can definitely feel the size of the park kind of limiting how much you could really do around there. It was just
Yeah.
kind of like a cool thing to see.
Yeah.
But after that, I think we went to the Mummy ride,
Yep.
Yep.
Our last
That was
big
cool.
ride.
which was a roller coaster that lasted 1 minute.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was more of a throw ride though.
Yeah,
it was. It
It was more of a throw
cool.
ride than I thought there'd be.
I do remember
Space.
distinctly because like you go through it and then they send you backwards through it,
Yeah.
which was neat.
It's very dark and you're going backwards and it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
but then like at the end, like when it stopped and like it had like thunder going or something, and then it starts rotating. And I'm like, oh shit, what's about to happen now?
Yeah.
But then the thing opened up and it's like
You're
back.
done.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that was the end of the ride.
Yeah.
It's just-
You go like down and back, and that's about it.
I did not realize, because I've been so out of the theme park game for so long, how short some of these rides are. They're really short.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Most
just-
rides are less than a minute or two.
So that's why
I'll
I'm
give
just
it that
going
too.
like, bro, get the fucking express pass. This is bad.
Yeah.
Like, even the Mummy ride, it would take like 30 minutes waiting in line, which
Yeah.
is like, okay.
That's like a reasonable wait time, but it's still like for what you're getting, that it's not.
It's a fun little thrill ride, but it's like, yeah, like at that point, like you're already paying hundreds to get into this park. Might as well spend like 100 more. We were like, you know what? We barely had any time left. I've heard a lot of people say shit about like the butterbeer they have at the fucking Harry Potter area.
world, and like none of us are really into Harry Potter, so
No.
we
I've
seen
didn't
it.
really prioritize.
yeah,
I
know
mean, I've
about it,
seen
but I
Harry
don't know.
Potter. I just don't
Yeah.
really care.
I'm not, like,
but I'm
super
like,
into it,
I'm not
but-
like
yeah.
a fan by any means, but yeah.
Our friend Dominic's into it though.
yeah, our
but,
good
yeah,
friend Dominic.
Dominic, who wasn't
Our
who wasn't
friend.
with us.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? I just get a little butterbeer.
Butterbeer,
Just
yeah.
try that, because I've heard
Sure.
so many people
We'll walk
just
through the
say
area real quick.
say some nonsense about
maybe
it.
FaceTime Dominic. you know.
Yeah, just have a little laugh.
Yeah. So
First time Dominic.
so Justin, I think we encouraged you to FaceTime Dominic and basically heckle him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mock
just
him.
give him
Because
give him a
Look
hard
where we are,
time.
huh? Look
Yeah.
where we
Because
are.
Dominic loves Harry Potter.
You're on
Yeah.
here, huh?
He
So I-
loves
You're
it.
missing
Yeah.
out.
I thought it'd be a good time. So yeah, I start FaceTiming him, and then
So you're like FaceTiming him for a while.
they
You start saying like, "Hey, wizard boy."
yeah, they answer, and I'm showing them like a big like chandelier. And I'm like, you can tell where I'm at, you freaking wizard boy, and just like kind of mocking them a lot. And all this whole time I'm looking at the phone, and I'm like, why is his light off? Why is he like in bed? I can't really see him. I can just tell that somebody's laying in bed. And they say, "Oh, you're at Universal." I'm like, yeah. And then they said that they're gonna be there in a couple days. And I thought, wait a minute, Dom didn't tell me he's going on vacation.
Why would Dom be coming to LA like after?
Right after we
us?
got
You
back.
know,
Yeah.
And this felt like 5 minutes. Like I was just chatting to this. I was just like making fun of Dom, just like how I normally
just
do.
Razzing Dom, just
Yeah.
sitting there razzing Dom.
And then when he told me he's going on vacation, I was like, oh wait a minute, this isn't Dom. This is a different Dominic. I got two Doms on my phone, spelled the exact same.
This guy you haven't talked to in like 10 years either.
Yeah, I used to sell this kid e-juice in high school, and he has like a wife and kid now, and he's like an adult, and I can't.
FaceTime him at midnight, by the way.
Yeah, it was like midnight.
Eastern time. It's like midnight.
He was clearly in bed, and I'm just
like 9.
making wizard jokes to him.
He's
heckling
just
him.
taking it. Like,
And he knew where you were, and also going to Universal later. It's crazy.
It was impressive. It was impressive that he
wild
knew.
coincidence. Yeah. That's a wild coincidence.
This guy just decided to answer a call from you, somebody he hasn't
not
talked to in
talked.
years.
Well, yeah. Well, leading up to that, wasn't it St. Patty's Day was like the week before that?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I accidentally called him again. I called him again
Yeah.
that night, just trying to just talk to Dom. I can't remember. No, I was texting. I was texting the wrong Dominic on St. Patty's Day. So that was his like introduction
That's part one.
to
Right.
Universal.
Oh, okay, so there was at least a little bit of a preamble.
He
to,
knew
like-
that there was a hiccup, but I don't think he knew how severe it was gonna get. Yeah.
he knew there was an issue with the supply chain. Let's put it that way.
I just see like, you know,
5
like
minutes on FaceTime.
as me and Eric are ordering a drink, like I just see you like talking in the background. You're just like looking a little wizardly, eh? Look at this, wizard boy.
Yeah,
And Sam's
like,
Sam's
wizard
over my
boy.
shoulder, like listening to the conversation. It just felt so natural.
It felt right enough.
Yeah, like
Felt right
like
enough. It was dark.
voice
It sounded
sounded
close enough.
Yeah, the voice.
this guy's
the voice
just like,
sounded a little
yeah, I
off. But it's
get
like,
it.
oh, like clearly he's like in bed. He's asleep. So like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
I wasn't
yeah,
judging
yeah.
him too much. I was like,
it's like,
okay.
yeah, whatever, Dom. It's cool.
Yeah.
and like you're just like, oh,
amazing.
it's the wrong Dominic. Okay,
It's
bye.
the wrong Dominic. And it's
So
like,
funny.
how long were you on the call? It's like 5 minutes.
It was pretty. It felt a little embarrassing, but it was honestly after the fact. It feels good because I can like hold a conversation with anybody. Really, it feels like
Any
now.
Dominic, at least.
Any
You can,
Dom.
you can call anybody you want at Universal and just point them at whatever you're at and just be like, what do you think of that? Hey,
Looked pretty wizardly, huh?
What do you think?
what do you think of that? Yeah.
What do you think of that?
You little bitch.
That was pretty much our whole Universal thing. We scrammed after that. We
Yeah.
were like, yeah, we didn't really didn't really care to do anything
Getting late, so
other than that. And,
Yeah, we
and
went to go get some dinner.
yeah,
it's pretty
Yeah.
late. So
went to go get dinner with our good acquaintances
Great
we
friends.
made.
Who
At
at
this
this
point,
point
yeah.
we've known for 8 hours.
At this point,
and-
great friends, yeah.
Yeah, but great best of friends, best of
Yeah,
friends.
and then we went to this nerd bar where I had 3
I
cranberry vodkas and we
love
played
that place.
Mario
I
Guess
think you
Who.
had more than that. You were
Yeah.
lit.
yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, oh my, like yeah, we just sat at a bar and played Mario Guess Who for
Banger.
like 4 hours.
Banger.
Or something.
Non-stop, too.
Banger
There was
night.
no breaks.
Just no break. The closest thing to a break was when you went to grab your next drink.
Yeah,
Like, that was
yeah.
it. That was the
Banger
closest thing to a break.
What were they calling it? We were like rating it.
What?
Jaden and
Oh yeah, like a
they were saying it was like a
raid
raid
boss?
boss.
like a raid
Yeah.
boss, yeah, because like we were on like teams of 3 for Guess Who, and there was like a mediator at the
Yeah.
end of the
Who
table.
had the one card we were trying to guess?
You guys kept asking, "Is your character on a broomstick?"
It was only Magic Koopa,
Magic Coop was the only
and
one.
it hit once. It hit once.
It hit once.
It hit once.
All it has to do is hit once.
Yep.
It was like the second time you tried too.
Yep. Yep.
Honestly, I really I enjoyed Universal, but I feel like that's more of like
I wouldn't go back if I went to LA.
no, the Hollywood location, like I think we saw pretty much everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I don't think we really missed much anything. The Fast and the Furious ride they were building looks
Oh,
kind of neat.
we
That
do
was
need
like
to
an
go
actual
back for
roller
that.
coaster, yeah.
We do need to
that was
go
like a
back.
full-
I mean,
roller
it might be at the
coaster.
Please.
Florida one, maybe.
Maybe.
There's other roller coasters at least.
Oh
For sure.
wait, is the Fast and Furious ride called like Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift or something? Oh, it might
we gotta go.
it might be exclusive to the LA.
Oh, that
one.
sounds
is
so
exclusive.
cool.
We should go back to LA.
Yeah.
Just
boys.
to go back to Universal in
Just
like
to
a
go
year
back.
when they
One
build the
more
Fast and
ride.
Furious ride.
Just for that one ride.
All
One
right,
more
boys.
ride.
Well, we better hit the airport now. Flight leaves in 20 minutes.
One last ride.
One last ride.
I thought
Going after this, I'm done. I'm out of the
out of the
game.
game.
Out of the game.
I thought it was a cool experience. It was definitely very neat, but overall, like I do think the theme park experience, I think for Hollywood is a little weird because like it is very much like it feels like a bit too small.
It was like on a
Yeah.
small lot, definitely. Everything was just like all intertwined and like compact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
again,
feel like
Simpsons World Hub.
We had to go
Yeah.
to like this crazy set of escalators to get down to like Nintendo
Oh
World.
my
Yeah, the
God.
escalators were so
crazy-
long.
Yeah,
and
there
then
was
you-
one that was like
elevation.
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you'd get off of it, take 5 steps, and get on another escalator.
Yeah. It was very disjointed.
I've never been scared on an escalator before. That was a first for me. Just like
Yeah.
It was very steep.
you look down and you're like
I was getting like lightheaded on like the long one. I'm like, oh god.
I feel like so much of the vibe is kind of like you pay a very large price to get in, and then what do you do when you're already in? You pay more for like more
Yeah.
food or souvenirs, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
And then the rides itself in Universal, I don't think are like anything
fine.
that crazy.
Yeah,
it's just
they're
kind of
fine.
like they're
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know, you can do a couple things, but it doesn't
Other
really
theme
feel
parks
like.
will do you just fine.
Yeah, it just feels like you pay a lot to then pay more when you already get
Yeah.
in.
It's more for the
free.
theming than anything.
No, nothing's free. That is true,
It's
buddy.
more for the theming you're getting out of it.
Yeah, which at that point, like I would probably recommend going to the Florida one. I haven't even
Probably.
been to the Florida one, but I feel
Probably.
like that one is definitely going to be a lot bigger and more stuff to do, and just
I hope so.
I also think Florida has more like space than Los Angeles.
Yeah, they
That's
got more
true.
room there.
a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
like a lot.
It's like a lot.
LA is huge, but it's also like
Florida's
crammed.
way
I don't think
bigger.
there's a lot
I mean,
lot more
California-
room for theme park
California
expansion.
is huge, but like half of it's a desert.
There's so many people there.
Yeah.
Lot.
Yeah,
Lots.
tons,
Millions.
millions.
Tens of millions.
I don't think it's higher than
I
that.
wouldn't go higher. I wouldn't go higher.
Yeah,
personally.
probably not.
Well, overall, I liked it. I don't need to go back to the Hollywood one, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see,
Dozens
Eric.
of millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
That sounds good. That sounds good.